10 Greatest Natural Wonders of the World. Travel video. The Earth is filled with landscapes so extraordinary they seem to belong to another planet. Towering mountains that pierce the clouds, rivers that carve their way through ancient canyons, forests that teem with life unseen anywhere else, and seas that glow with colors that defy imagination. All of these are testaments to nature's unparalleled artistry. Unlike man-made marvels, these wonders evolved over millions of years, sculpted by tectonic shifts, weather, volcanic activity, and the ceaseless passage of time. Witnessing them firsthand is an experience that humbles, inspires, and reminds us of the power and resilience of our planet. From frozen polar expanses to tropical coral reefs, each natural wonder is a narrative of survival, beauty, and astonishing creativity. In this journey, we explore the 10 greatest natural wonders of the world, each one a living masterpiece that captivates travelers, scientists, and dreamers alike. Grand Canyon, United States. The Grand Canyon in Arizona is often called one of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth, and standing at its rim, it's easy to see why. Carved over 6 million years by the Colorado River, the canyon stretches 446 kilometers long, up to 29 kilometers wide, and plunges more than 1,800 meters deep in places. Imagine peering over the edge, watching the layers of rock exposed like pages in a geological history book, each stratum telling stories of oceans, deserts, and ancient climates. The sheer scale of the canyon overwhelms the senses. Every twist and turn of the river below, every cliff and plateau above, seems impossibly vast. Yet within this enormity, life thrives. Hardy desert flora, soaring birds of prey, and elusive mammals navigate a rugged, sun-baked terrain. The Grand Canyon is not just a visual spectacle, it's a testament to the power of erosion and the patient artistry of nature over millions of years. Hiking along its trails or taking a river trip below provides a perspective that no photograph can fully capture, immersing visitors in the raw, unyielding beauty of the American Southwest. Great Barrier Reef, Australia. Stretching over 2,300 kilometers along Australia's northeastern coast, the Great Barrier Reef is the largest living structure on the planet, visible even from space. Comprising thousands of individual reefs and islands, this underwater wonder supports an extraordinary diversity of life, including vibrant corals, manta rays, sea turtles, and countless species of fish. Imagine diving into a world of color and motion, where sunlight filters through crystalline water, illuminating coral formations that resemble fantastical sculptures. The reef is also a fragile ecosystem, sensitive to temperature changes, pollution, and human activity, yet it has endured for millions of years, evolving in complexity and resilience. Beyond its ecological importance, the Great Barrier Reef has been a source of wonder for scientists, indigenous communities, and travelers alike. Snorkeling along its reefs or exploring it by glass-bottom boat allows visitors to witness the intricate symbiosis of life in its purest form, revealing how interconnected and delicate our natural world truly is. Mount Everest, Nepal/Tibet. Rising to 8,848 meters above sea level, Mount Everest is the tallest peak on Earth and a symbol of human ambition and the raw power of nature. Located on the border between Nepal and Tibet, Everest is not just a mountain. It is a living, breathing monument to the forces of geology, sculpted by tectonic collisions over tens of millions of years. Imagine standing at its base camp, gazing upward at jagged ridges cloaked in perpetual snow, feeling the thin air and the weight of history. For centuries, it has drawn explorers, climbers, and adventurers, challenging them physically and mentally. Yet Everest is more than a conquest. It is sacred to local Sherpa communities, who regard it as the abode of deities, demanding reverence and respect. The mountain's glaciers, ice falls, and hidden crevasses tell a story of change and endurance, providing crucial insight into climate patterns and glacial dynamics. Experiencing Everest, whether from the base camp or through high-altitude treks, is a confrontation with nature's magnitude, a reminder of both its beauty and its indomitable force. Victoria Falls, Zambia/Zimbabwe. Straddling the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls is one of the largest and most dramatic waterfalls in the world. Known locally as Mosi Owatunya, meaning the smoke that thunders, the falls span over 1,700 meters and drop more than 100 meters, sending colossal sprays of water into the air that can be seen for miles. Imagine approaching the gorge, hearing the roar of cascading water, feeling the mist on your face, and witnessing rainbows form in the swirling spray. Victoria Falls is not only a visual spectacle, but also a dynamic ecosystem, with lush rainforests nourished by its perpetual mist and home to unique flora and fauna. The falls have inspired explorers, artists, and travelers for centuries, captivating imaginations with their sheer scale and power. Beyond their beauty, they serve as a reminder of water's life-giving force and the delicate balance of river systems, demonstrating how natural phenomena can shape both the environment and human culture over generations. Amazon rainforest, South America. Covering over 5.5 million square kilometers across 9 countries, the Amazon rainforest is the largest tropical rainforest on Earth and a cornerstone of global biodiversity. Walking beneath its canopy, one is enveloped in a living tapestry of green, where sunlight filters through layers of leaves and the sounds of birds, insects, and mammals create a symphony of life. The Amazon is home to an astonishing variety of species, over 40,000 plants, 2.5 million insects, 2,200 birds, and countless mammals, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. The forest is not only vital for wildlife, but also for the planet's climate, storing massive amounts of carbon and regulating rainfall patterns across continents. Indigenous communities have thrived here for millennia, navigating rivers, forests, and knowledge systems that reveal a profound understanding of ecology and sustainability. Experiencing the Amazon, whether by boat along the mighty river or trekking through dense jungle, offers a profound perspective on resilience, interdependence, and the extraordinary richness of life on our planet. Halong Bay, Vietnam. Nestled in the Gulf of Tonkin, Hai Long Bay is a surreal seascape of limestone karsts and emerald waters, stretching over 1,500 square kilometers. The bay is composed of nearly 2,000 islands and islets, rising dramatically from the water like petrified towers frozen in time. Imagine gliding through the calm, jade-colored waters in a traditional junk boat, surrounded by cliffs adorned with lush vegetation and hidden caves. Each island has its own personality. Some are small enough to touch the sky with a single hand, while others shelter unique ecosystems, from monkeys to rare birds and endemic plants. Halong Bay is also steeped in mythology. Legends tell of dragons descending from the heavens, creating the islands with their tails to protect the Vietnamese people from invaders. Beyond its beauty, the bay is a living laboratory, with marine biodiversity that includes coral reefs, dolphins, and deep-sea fish, highlighting the delicate balance of life in karst and coastal systems. Experiencing Halong Bay is like stepping into another world, where nature's creativity has been sculpted over millions of years, offering serenity, awe, and the thrill of exploration all at once. Iguazu Falls, Argentina/Brazil. On the border between Argentina and Brazil, the Iguazu Falls form one of the most powerful and spectacular waterfalls on the planet, a network of 275 individual falls spanning nearly 3 kilometers. Imagine standing on the edge of the Devil's Throat, where torrents of water plunge over 80 meters with a deafening roar, sending clouds of mist into the air that create rainbows in every direction. The falls are set within lush, subtropical rainforest, teeming with wildlife. Coatis roam the forest floor, toucans call overhead, and jaguars and monkeys move silently among the trees. Iguazu's scale and power dwarf human presence, reminding visitors of the raw forces of nature that shape the land over millennia. Indigenous Guarani communities have long revered the falls, incorporating them into myths and traditions, seeing the roaring waters as both protective and sacred. Traversing walkways that wind through the forest and along the cliffs, travelers experience a dynamic interplay of sight, sound, and touch, as mist sprays over their faces and echoes off the canyon walls. Iguazu Falls is a celebration of water, life, and energy, a natural amphitheater that leaves an unforgettable impression on all who witness it. Northern Lights, Arctic regions. The Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, are a celestial wonder visible in high-latitude regions like Norway, Iceland, Canada, and Alaska. These luminous curtains of color, green, purple, pink, and sometimes red, dance across the night sky in waves of ethereal motion. Imagine lying beneath a canopy of stars on a crisp winter night, watching the auroras shimmer, twist, and ripple as if the heavens themselves are alive. The phenomenon occurs when charged particles from the sun collide with Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere, producing a visual spectacle that has inspired myths, legends, and scientific curiosity for centuries. While intangible compared to mountains or waterfalls, the Northern Lights are a vivid reminder of the invisible forces that govern our planet and the interconnectedness of solar and terrestrial systems. Viewing them requires patience, darkness, and ideal conditions. But the reward is an awe-inspiring, almost spiritual experience. The Northern Lights are not just a natural display, they are a bridge between the Earth and cosmos, a living reminder that our planet is part of a larger, dynamic universe, offering wonder, reflection, and a sense of being truly alive in the moment. Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. The Galapagos Islands are an archipelago of volcanic islands in the Pacific Ocean, famed for their unique wildlife and as the inspiration for Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. Each island presents a distinct ecosystem shaped by isolation, volcanic activity, and ocean currents, allowing species to evolve in ways found nowhere else on Earth. Imagine walking along pristine beaches, encountering giant tortoises moving slowly among shrubs, blue-footed boobies performing intricate mating dances, and marine iguanas basking on lava rocks. The island's waters teem with life as well, from hammerhead sharks and manta rays to sea lions and penguins, creating a living laboratory of adaptation and resilience. Conservation efforts have been critical to maintaining the fragile balance between humans, introduced species, and endemic wildlife. Visiting the Galapagos is an immersive experience in biodiversity, evolution, and the complexity of life itself, where every footstep reveals the intertwined story of geology, climate, and biology. These islands are not just beautiful, they are a testament to the ingenuity of life and the ongoing struggle to preserve the natural world for future generations. Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Towering above the plains of northern Tanzania, Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest peak in Africa, rising 5,895 meters into the sky. Unlike other high mountains, Kilimanjaro is a freestanding volcanic massif, composed of 3 volcanic cones, Kibo, Mwenzi, and Shira. Imagine trekking across its vast base, transitioning from lush tropical rainforest to alpine meadows, then barren lunar landscapes, and finally reaching the glacial summit where the air is thin and every breath is a challenge. The mountain's glaciers and snowfields are rapidly retreating due to climate change, adding urgency and poignancy to the experience. Kilimanjaro is both a natural and cultural landmark. Local Chaga people have long revered it in myths, associating it with spirits, rainfall, and the sustenance of life on surrounding slopes. Climbing Kilimanjaro is an extraordinary human and natural journey, seeing a test of endurance, a lesson in ecology, and a moment of intimate connection with one of Earth's most iconic landscapes. Standing at Uhuru Peak, overlooking the African plains, one can feel both the immensity of the world and the fragility of the ecosystems that sustain it. Exploring these 10 natural wonders provides a perspective on scale, time, and resilience. An invitation to marvel at what has evolved over millions of years and to cherish the delicate balance that allows these environments to exist today. From the thunderous waterfalls of Iguazu to the shimmering auroras of the Arctic, from volcanic islands in the Pacific to Africa's snow-capped peaks, our planet offers experiences that challenge the imagination, humble the spirit, and inspire awe. These wonders are living classrooms, playgrounds, and sanctuaries, reminding travelers and nature enthusiasts alike that Earth itself is a masterpiece, a gallery curated by forces far greater than ourselves.